Bob Marley, one of the world's most successful musicians, died in 1981. But this week, fans around the world celebrate 70 years since his birth on February 6th. With me in the studio is Gil Bronstein, reggae producer and expert, to talk to us about the man, his legacy, and the countless tributes held in his honor. Thanks for being here with us today, Gil.
Greetings.
So tell us, what's reggae to you? What's Bob Marley to you?
Well, Bob Marley is an inspiration, I think, for many, many, many people in this world. Bob Marley, for me, is like a cry for freedom. This is the movement that we must do, each of us, from slavery to freedom to freedom.
And is this what he represents? If there's one thing that Bob Marley represents, what would it be?
Well, I think this is a revolutionary. Bob Marley gave inspiration to people because of his messages of peace, of togetherness, of unity against a system that is oppressing so many people around the world. So this is the reality of Bob, a real revolutionary, coming from what was used to call it third world, a small island, and he really changed not only the music, but also a lot of colonial mentalities.
And so he has influence around the world, and he's really become this mainstream culture. And in Israel, we'll talk soon about how he's influenced Israelis. Why do you think his music is so universal as well as his messages?
First, the first reason is because the music is amazing. Every
That's
tune, every
true.
song is absolutely amazing. He invented reggae music with Lee Perry, so he really exposed the world to a new rhythm, to a new music, and it was the first time that we saw black and white together in big stadium and rejoicing together, and this solidarity. This is the message of Bob Marley. So it's music and solidarity, I think.
And so what about the reggae scene in Israel? What's it like?
Reggae scene in Israel is huge because we need this music like a medicine in Israel. Reggae music is a medicine for many people.
Us especially.
Yeah. And here we need this peace music, we need these messages. We have in Israel sound systems that play sometimes even abroad. We have great bands, Israeli reggae bands. One of them, Zvulun Dog, was invited to perform at Summer Fest in Jamaica. We have Koach Rasta, we have Tikva Shesh, that is even mainstream reggae band in Israel. Very
and you've
popular.
brought many big names to Israel from the reggae scene, including Marley's son, Ziggy Marley, who's married to an Israeli.
Of course, most of reggae musicians and reggae bands came to Israel sometimes twice or three times to visit, and it's always very successful. And we have also a reggae festival in the desert each year. So the scene is really beautiful, and I'm telling you, every weekend you have reggae parties all over Israel, in kibbutzim, in cities. The music is a music that relaxes, that is, that is music.
I think we need more in that case.
If
it relaxes, we probably need more of these parties around Israel. So it's now 70 years since his birth. How are Israelis celebrating?
Well, this is a tradition in Israel. We have a fantastic celebration that is made by two Israeli producers, Shmulik and Guy Fikoman. They do it each year, and it's getting bigger and bigger. So this year they made it at Hangar 11, the picture that you see, and wow, it was a sold-out audience. And what is so special that every year the biggest stars in Israeli music are taking part in this celebration. So everyone is connected to reggae music. Not only reggae musicians, but also rock stars, pop stars in Israel. Everyone wants to be part of this celebration because for us, Bob Marley is big in Israel.
So Bob Marley is something universal, yet the book that was published by his mother about Bob Marley, which you translated, has only been translated to Hebrew. In fact, can you tell us a little bit about this experience and how come there is this close link between Jamaica and Israel, between the culture from Jamaica, the reggae culture, and Israeli culture?
Lots of Israeli going to Jamaica all the time. And in one of my visits, I met Sedela Marley Booker, and I saw the book, and we immediately engaged in negotiation to translate it in Hebrew. And I must say that this woman is a really, really, absolutely beautiful woman, beautiful personality. She passed, she's not with us anymore, but she was in the 60th anniversary of Bob Marley. She was in Ethiopia in the huge celebration. They made the biggest concert ever in Ethiopia.
Ethiopia, not in Jamaica.
And now we are doing also this kind of celebration in Israel, a little bit smaller, but big also. Because it's not only this celebration in Tel Aviv. You have celebration of Bob Marley all over the country too. So really,
so this is a week of celebrations.
Mm.
Now, I think the big question: does Bob Marley have a successor?
Well, you know, there is a lot of new talents. Jamaica is a place full of talents, unbelievable. Every year we have new surprises, new talents that we discover. So, of course, Bob Marley, there is a continuation, and reggae is here to stay with us long time.
Now, last question, because unfortunately we don't have that much time. The Reggae Hut. I mean, I think you're the number one person, the number one expert on reggae, the go-to man in Israel. Tell us a little bit about the Reggae Hut and the archives that you have, very special archives.
Yes, in my yard, I have a small hut, you know. In fact, I could fill 7 rooms with my collection of reggae memorabilia and all kind of, memories and music and records. But this place is like a place that a lot of people are coming to just get information.
Is it open for visits? Is it like a mini museum?
No, you are invited to call me, and if you are on your way to Jamaica, or if you are a student and you want to learn more about the black man history, because reggae music is connected to the history. You can't be into reggae music without knowing and doing some research on the black man history, on Africa, on everything. So this is a place where I have all the books, all the music, everything available for everyone.
Thank you very much, Gil Bonstein. For anyone who's interested in more about Bob Marley, there's your book, of course, and it's the week to celebrate his life and his legacy. So I guess people can call you if they'd like to know which parties to go to, or just they'd like to have more information. Thank you for being here with us today.